Hi there, and welcome to the JS Music School YouTube account. I've been asked some various people on my WordPress blog, which I'm now all going to move over to Blogger, to have some videos or MP3s to help people out a bit more, giving kind of visual or oral representation of what I'm writing about. So what I'm going to do is concentrate on the improvisation blogs. So I've done a series of improvisation blogs to help you, really go through all the processes you need to become, really great at improvisation. So the first thing we're going to do is just go through the 5 shapes of the minor and major pentatonic scales. So these are 5-note scales and are absolutely unbelievable for creating riffs, melodies, solos. Later on, I'll tell you how to, link them together with chord progressions, because a lot of people know how to play a scale, they don't know how to actually integrate it with a certain chord progression. So we'll do that later on. So the first thing we're going to do, 5 shapes of the minor pentatonic. So one thing to notice on the diagram is that the blue dots are all the root notes. So if we start on an A minor pentatonic, those 3 blue dots on the first shape will be an A. So it's the same with all the other shapes. Becomes really important for phrasing. When you first start off, the start or end on a root note. It just helps you really kind of get to grips with the scales. So I'll just go through the 5 shapes. So if you did A minor pentatonic, you're going to start first finger, 5th fret of the low E string. So again, also be conscious of going down, up with your right hand. Alternate picking is really important. A lot of people just do down, down, down all the time. It's not going to help you. So down, up, down, up, down, up. And also use the fingers I use are the 1st and the 4th, the low E string, 1st and the 3rd, 1st and the 3rd, 1st and the 3rd, 1st and the 4th. You might use your 3rd finger a little bit more, but just to help you get to grips with those shapes. Okay, now the idea of these, the second note of your first shape is the first note of your second shape. You're just continuing the scale. So it's still the same 5 notes, just starting from the second note. So the second note of the first shape was that 8th fret, but now I'm going to get you to start with your middle finger. It just helps to map out the shape a lot better. So the second shape is going to go 8, 10, 7, 10, 7, 10, 7, 9, 8, 10, 8, 10. Okay. So now the third shape, so the same process applies. Second note of your second shape is the first of your third. Okay, so it's going to go, I call this the zigzag shape. And I'd advise using your 1st and 3rd fingers for the whole shape. So really nice, it just helps you to remember it a lot better. So 10, 12, 10, 12, 10, 12, 9, 12, 10, 13, 10, 12. Then come back down as well. So that's the 3rd shape. 4th shape, you're going to have same process applies. Second note of your 3rd shape is the first of your 4th shape. So this is going to go 12, 15, 12, 15, 12, 14, 12, 14, 13, 15, 12, 15. Now 5th shape is going to start from the 15th fret. So it's going to go, I actually recommend using the 1st and 3rd for this one as well. Just especially in this part of the neck when the frets are kind of close together. This is quite symmetrical, this shape. Same with the first one. I'll say the 1st and the 5th are the easiest to absorb to start with. So 15, 17, 15, 17, 14, 17, 14, 17, 15, 17, 15, 17. So the idea is you want to practice this in every single key. So there's 12 keys, and the idea is obviously, the frets are wide down here, so the shapes may feel slightly different. The idea is to practice it all 12 keys. So if I did an F, second shape, and so on. The idea with the major pentatonic, they're actually the same shapes, but they just function differently, like the idea of the root notes changing. So whereas the second shape of the minor pentatonic, we had our root note on the D string, so the idea is it all functions around that A for the A minor pentatonic. The idea is if you take that first note of that second shape, and that becomes the root note for the major pentatonic. Again, the more you do it, the more you'll get used to it, and then we'll go through this in more detail later on. But the idea is they're the same shapes. Your first note of the second shape is your key note. So say if we did G major pentatonic, start on the 3rd fret and start with your second shape. So you also probably remember the film, the song My Girl. Just runs through that, the major pentatonic. So it's quite a good sort of reference point, that song. So yeah, you're literally going to go, the root notes have changed, as you can see on the diagram. So it's the second shape, start from the 3rd fret. Well, now that's your first shape. The second shape was your 3rd of the minor pentatonic, start 5th fret. 3rd shape. So actually what you used to know as or you do know as the first shape of the minor pentatonic is actually the 5th of the major pentatonic. Cool, so again, go through that in all keys. Just to reiterate that learning these shapes is just the start of being able to use them to improvise, yeah? What we'll do is we'll then start to randomise the shapes, introduce techniques, bend, slides, and randomise it, and that's when you get to really kind of enjoy using the scales. So just to start with, just go through all those 5 shapes, major and minor, in different keys. Remember, alternate picking with the right hand, or your, have fun. Cool. Thanks very much for listening. If you've got any comments or questions, feel free to write some in the comments section. Thanks very much. Okay, bye.